Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's Virginia going up against Tennessee. And this is the rubber match, Siggy.
And these games can really shape your season, Boog. You always want to come through when you have a chance to win a series. That'll boost confidence amongst the entire organization.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. So almost ready to get underway. And our starting pitcher here today, Chase Burns. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of, tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Swing and a miss, and the count's even at 2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And it remains 2-2. Swing and a line drive, and that one's a base hit out into left center field. So he battled through a long at bat and earned himself a hit.
Well, he really had to battle for that one. Man, that was so fun to watch. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
So digging in, Shane Yamada. One check swing, appeal down to third, and he held up. Frisch gets his lead at first with nobody out. Runner on the go. Pitch is high. Throw. Save. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
First and second, no outs. Signs now at the plate. Inside, ball 2.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
At the belt and fires. Double play ball to second. There's one. How about that double play?
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
And now the first baseman, Ben Rice. Two outs and a runner at third here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. A dive, he's got it from his backside, and that's a nice play to end the inning.
First, it looks like making the stop is the hardest part, but feeding to the pitcher on the move, I think even tougher. Great job of hitting that moving target. They're going to be fired up in the dugout.
Back here with my pal Singy, and towing the slab here, Michael Arias. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
Swings through that. Arias with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately. And now the count filled up 3-2.
Even the best pitchers of all time have had stretches where nothing was working for him on the mound. Maybe he needs to have his turn in the rotation skipped or something. Get his mind right to get back on track. Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Now here is Mark Ruiz. Fouls it off, still 1-2. That one is absolutely belted. Back there. And that ball is out of here. He flexes his power with that swing. His 19th home run of the year. It's 1-0.
Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. He gave it a great effort, but you know, those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
Mercado digs in now. Next offering in there for a strike. And a count now even up. And they'll do it again.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
So here in the 3 spot, Chris, a hitter low average but high slug.
Well, one thing he's going to lean on are the metrics. His exit velocity has been really good. He's just had some bad luck hitting the ball right at people. He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Now here is number 6. Inning over. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here's the veteran outfielder, Evan Carter. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
That one ran inside, almost got him. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning.
Well, now the best way to make them feel the pain is scoring from first. Look for a good secondary lead and an excellent jump when the ball's in play.
And a big swing and a miss.
2 strikes.
Tying run is at first here at the top of the second. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Johnson makes the grab, and there's one away.
Batting 7, the center fielder, Spencer Jones.
And here is Spencer Jones. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. And that's a stolen base, not even close. Tying run and scoring position here in the third and final game of the series. And that is a good eye on a pitch down low. And that's ball 2. Mike Fillmore, our plate umpire. Very consistent with his zone, Chris. Gets a lot of praise for that.
He does, Boog. And I think that with any umpire, you really just want them to be consistent. Fillmore's a guy that does a good job back there in that way. So people around the league really appreciate his consistency.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Singy, what kind of strike zone is most frustrating for hitters?
I'd say off the plate, away, and down. And why? Those are the toughest locations to hit the baseball.
And there are 2 outs. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Two outs.
Ball, that's low.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
2-2 to count.
To third, Collier. Now a jump throw. It's there, and that's a great play. After an inning and a half, it's 1-0. Bottom of the inning, and the batter will be the shortstop, Edwin Arroyo. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Next offering is in for a strike.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Got him swinging. And here's the first baseman. One down, base is empty. Check swing, and he went. Going to count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's to third. Signs. Tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup got that hitter to roll over.
Batting 7, the catcher, number 16.
2 outs, base is empty. And here's the catcher. 2 outs, base is empty. Fastball is outside. And he swings through that one.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Count's full.
Ground ball up the middle. Mauricio on to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. And we're back. And now the shortstop, Jorbeat Bebos. Bebos with a homer in his last game. Just missed.
That's inside.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Swing and a ball hammered left field, raging back towards the wall. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Now batting, right fielder, Ray.
So the lineup flips over. Now it's the right fielder, Ray Frisch. 1 out, bases empty. And that is out of play. The 2-2. Hit in the air, center field. Gets under it. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting.
So now here's the DH, Shane Yamada. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game.
2 strikes.
2 down, nobody on. Line drive. Nice grab. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Ripped to third and caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Here's the center fielder. The 1-1. And strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground to the left, Bebas zips it to first, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Back to the top of the lineup, and now Aaron Johnson. Next offering is fouled back. Two outs. Struck him out of the foul tip. Back at the ballpark, and in this series it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's down and in. A slider missed.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
That one ripped. And it one-hops the wall. Around first, heading for 2. Into second base. The tying run is on with a leadoff double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Nice line drive to the pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Ben Rice. Runner edges away at second. Backed
Two
off the
balls,
plate
one
that
strike.
time. Man at second.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
And a good eye there.
That's a really good take.
Evan Carter in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. To the right side, and that one handled. Only play is at first on the throw from shallow right. That's the first out in the top of the fourth.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
The 2-1. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Got him. Huge strikeout there.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third, 1 out, couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up. And that's where good teams, they go to. They operate on this level of next man up. That mentality is what causes them to win series, get into the postseason. And that helps keep the energy and morale high in the dugout.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Blake Sable. Breaking ball misses down and away. Next offering upstairs.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
And a swing and a miss. Signs on third with 2 out. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That's back there. Tattooed and gone. And they lead it. It's 2-1. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. Does an excellent job of getting his arms extended to get the fat part of the bat to the baseball. Wrists do not roll over. They stay through the zone and on plane. Excellent swing.
So 2 down, and now Spencer Jones.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one misses. And now 3-1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Here comes a 3-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. That's a walk. Went with another changeup and missed the spot.
It's been a little bit of a shaky inning, but he's still in a good spot to get out of this thing without giving up any more runs. He's just got to turn the page and go after this next guy.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. 2 runs across in the inning. Top half of inning number 4. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. There's a ball. Throw. Save. Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Next pitch is inside, and that's ball 3. Jorbit B-Boss up next. And a swing and a miss. They limit the damage here. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 4th, now the number 2 hitter, Mark Ruiz.
Ball.
You know, this group of hitters doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at that.
Now this one is hammered way back there, on its way and gone, and we are tied. Another homer, his 2nd home run of the game, and we're level. It's 2-2.
He's really seeing the ball well lately. Good things are going to happen when you're locked in like this. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
And now Mercado, the 3-1. In the air, left side. 1 away.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
Here's the 3rd baseman. Outside with a breaking ball. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And it stays fair.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Now it's the shortstop, Edwin Arroyo. Outside.
That's out.
And it's 2-1. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Man at first, 1 away. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Well done behind the dish.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
And now the first baseman. Check on the runner, and he's back in safely. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Pitch is high and safe. It's a stolen base. And a swing and a miss.
That was straight queso right there.
Payoff pitch. Stays alive. Runner at second, 2 down. Ripped into left for a base hit. Headed for the plate. Here comes the throw. It's offline, and he scores. It's 3-2.
Big swing of the bat right there to give him the lead. That was clutch. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
2 outs, runner on first. Here's the catcher. And now 1-2. Two outs. Swung on, belted. Going back. And he brings it in on the warning track. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. We're headed to the 5th. The Volunteers lead it 3-2.
Now pitching.
We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Kevin Rosales.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Welcome back, and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. And now it's 1-2. In the air, out towards right center. Hendrick makes the catch. And there's one away. Ray Frisch will hit next. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Ground ball right side, and that's just foul. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Puts it away for the out. And that quickly 2 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
So up next, Shane Yamada. Missed with a changeup. Now 2 balls and a strike. Fought off foul. Two down, nobody on. Swings and misses, struck him out. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now the right fielder, Austin Hendrick. Swing and a miss. 2-2 now. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Maldonado up and loosening in the pen. Long, the lefty, warming up as well. 2-2 now. High in the air, out to right. Frisch under this one. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, the center fielder.
And now the center fielder. Not close with that one. And it's 2-1. Just missed.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Swing and a foul out of play. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now batting.
So the batting order turns over. Now the left fielder, Aaron Johnson. 2 outs. Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Mauricio makes the grab, and that's the inning. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. And there's a ball. And that one is lifted in the air. Sizing this one up. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one down. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Ben Rice. And that one hammered. That's going back. Back some more. And out of here. That one felt good. Home run number 10 on the year. And we are starting over. It's 3-3. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Here's the left fielder, Evan Carter. Battling here as he fouls it away.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. One down, base is empty. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Inside, almost got him. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Outside, and that is ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
When you go that deep into it at bat, the hitter usually comes out on top.
Go ahead, run on base. Sable, the next to hit. Outside low, 2-1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Late on that fastball.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Runner on the move. In there for strike 3. Throw to second, and he's safe. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Singy, the best way to catch this guy might be on replay.
Yeah, and sometimes it's the only way to catch him, Boog. I mean, you see that sprint speed on StatCast right there. It's elite, and just makes it very tough on the defense. A lot of pressure on those players.
Now a chance for Spencer Jones. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. He'll take a jog around the bases. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add a couple more. It's 5-3. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And You know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Kevin Rosales gives way. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching.
And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Carson Spires.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Ronnie Mauricio now. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 5-3 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Maldonado.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Leading off.
Stepping in the long ball threat, Mark Ruiz. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone. Stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. Action in the pen down there. Roy Levitt getting ready to go. Number 30, the right-hander, also getting loose.
Ball in.
Swing and a miss, 98 miles per hour on the gun.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him.
Now a blast to left center, way back there, on its way, out of here. His 13th home run of the season. It's 5-4. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth.
Let's break out the StatCast numbers. And Singy, it tells us this home run was projected at more than 450 feet.
Yeah, and not many players can hit home runs as far as this one. That's a special feeling, and I'm sure he was giggling a little bit as he was jogging around the bases. That was one heck of a swing he put on the baseball.
Now the third baseman. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Now, Edwin Arroyo, and 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now a 5-4 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jorbit Bibas. Swings and misses. And the count 1-2. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Ryan Hoeing getting loose for A.J. Hinch. Swanson also throwing. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Now it's the right fielder, Ray Frisch. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So 2 down now, and here is Shane Yamada. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. That's in there, and the count 1-2.
Man, this has been a real important inning in relief. I mean, so far, they've been doing a great job holding that deficit at 1. He went up there and got it with 2 strikes. I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there coming back in that at bat.
Here's the third baseman, Dino Saenz. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that one got a piece of him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
Now batting, the first baseman, Ben Rice.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Back there. And that one is gone. Another homer. He's done it again. His 2nd homer of the game. It's 8-4. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Carson Spires done for the day, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching,
Ryan Hoeing on the pitch here.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
So 2 down. Now the left fielder, Evan Carter. 3-2. Caught him looking for the K. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's now an 8-4 score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Sam Long. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
leading off for the Volunteers, The first baseman, Romeo Sanabria.
That's down and in. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Left field, Carter settles under this one, hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, number 16.
And here's the catcher. One down, base is empty. And now 2 balls and a strike.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Right back to him on the mound. Gets it to first, 2 away.
The right fielder, number 12.
2 down, base is empty. And now the right fielder, Austin Hendrick. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go
strikes.
deep right there, but you've got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. And we're back. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Blake Sable.
Leading off for the Duke, the catcher, Blake Sable.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. And misses inside. Movement in the bullpen. Connor Phillips getting loose for A.J. Hinch. There's a swing and a drive. Hendrick ranging back on it. Grabs it right up against the wall.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Here's the center fielder, Spencer Jones. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. 2 outs, base is empty. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Ronnie Mauricio.
I wouldn't say the game's close right now, but it's not out of reach either. I mean, these guys really need to put up a 0 on the board just to maintain a little hope.
Got it. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3.
Now pitching.
New pitcher now, Sam Bachman.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
And now the center fielder. The Volunteers in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
That misses. 2-1. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Now batting, left fielder, Aaron.
So digging in, Aaron Johnson. Falling behind 2-1.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Swing and a ground ball. 1 at second. Now to first, and it's a double play.
The 3-6-1 double play, in my opinion, is one of the toughest plays to make. You've got a pitcher covering first and the middle infielder throwing to a moving target. Everything has to be perfect, and right there, they made it look pretty easy.
2 down, bases empty. Now it's the second baseman, Mark Ruiz. On the ground, and foul ball. Broken bat, roller to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Connor Phillips.
And he's been hit pretty hard at times this year, so he's looking for better. Right now, giving up more than a hit per inning.
Late with the swing there. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Mike Burrows getting loose for A.J. Hinch. Flexen getting loose as well. On and miss, struck him out, and a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. So up next, Ray Frisch. The 1-1 is fouled off. 1-2 now. And that one a little bit high.
2-2 the count.
That one misses, and the count's full. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Next is the designated hitter, Shane Yamada. And that one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. Swing and a miss. And he strikes out the side in the ninth. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Number 30.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
Mercado getting ready to hit.
The designated hitter, number 27.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Yeah, that's fouled off. Two now.
I got 3-2.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Going back, but it slices just foul.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. And next will be the cleanup hitter.
Number 6.
Next pitch is
Off the plate.
outside.
Ball 2.
And the
Nope,
slider
up there.
just misses. Mercado gets his lead at first. Nobody out.
There you
Started
go.
at the 3-1. Now a check. And down to first we go. And he held up just enough. That's ball 4.
Now batting, the shortstop, Edwin.
Next to hit, Edwin Arroyo. That one kicks away from the catcher. Both runners move up on the wild pitch, and the double play is no longer in order.
22, Romeo.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Number 30 is done, and he's on the hook for the runners at second and third, so looking for some help there. Back in a minute.
Now pitching.
Here comes the closer here in the ninth, Josh Winkowski.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
And here's the first baseman.
This is all about situational hitting. It's crucial in this spot. Do whatever it takes to put the ball in play, and hopefully you find a gap in the defense.
The 1-1. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul.
All season long, he's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes the adrenaline doesn't get high enough until there's a runner or two on base.
Right side. There for the out. Runner scores from third.
Just about gives his skipper a heart attack, but that's where he functions best.
So they're down to their final out. Stepping in, number 16. Swings and misses. 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2
Runner
strikes.
at third, 2 away. Just
Yep, that
off
ball
the
went out.
outside part of the plate.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
One strike away. The other way, and now maybe extra bases. Runner from third comes across. It's 8-6. Throws to second, pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Everything came together for him. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. Really important at bat coming up now.
So runner at second, 2 down. Now the batter now, Austin Hendrick. Tying run at the plate. Ball game.
Well, this was a total team effort, using 6 pitchers in this ball game to get the win. Outstanding job of passing the baton. The next pitcher stepping up and getting it done. You got to give them a lot of credit because this is not easy to do. We'll see how it affects them over the next couple of days.
Final score of 8-6 in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.